Hello, how are you today? Hello. This video will probably come out on Monday. I think so. I have one for tomorrow. No, one for Thursday. I shot it. It's supposed to come out Wednesday for Thursday. So Thursday I have one coming out. Then we have one that's gonna come out on Friday for Saturday. This will probably be Sunday for Monday. This will probably be Monday. We just have too many videos coming out. Then we have some breaking news with RFK Jr. Swearing his allegiance over to Trump now. I did one about the Trump jump because everyone expected that Harris would get a boost during the DNC for the Democratic National Convention, but what she got instead was goose eggs. He got the Trump jump, and she got the Harris slump. She went slumping, he went jumping, and they don't really understand that. They said it's very, very rare that the party hosting a convention will not be doing as well as their opponent when it comes to. It could be a situation where still maybe Trump would be up by a ton of points, but she would maybe cut the margin a little bit because she's running, or vice versa. When if Biden was doing really great before the Republican convention, or if it was going to be Harris, Trump should get a little boost. So you always get a boost. But I did a video about that because it's kind of historic. It's kind of a historic election. We have Kamala Harris, who voted for her. I don't remember seeing her name anywhere for me to vote for her or not vote for her. Are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican? Maybe you're an independent. Now Bernie Sanders is saying that she's trying to appeal to the MAGA or the Republicans by mentioning how she wants to boost our military and get more out there with the bangity bang bang. She got this great veteran Walls guy who wants to go out there and carry a weapon of war in war, except for if they make him do it, he says no thank you. So anyways, that's what's going on. So I made those videos. Right now we're kind of today, I guess, or last night or yesterday, Zuckerberg was admitting that they were approached and told by the Biden and Harris team that they need to screen out anything that was kind of pro-Trump or anything that's anti-Democrats, mostly at the top level, which at the time would have been Biden, Harris. Now it's Harris, Walls. But he was told, and his people were told, you need to take that out or else. I don't know. It was really weird because when Obama was running, I would have said something. I don't know if I had Facebook then, but I did have it during Trump versus Hillary Clinton. I said, I think Trump's going to win. And then people, why do you think? I said, I just don't know. I mean, she's got a lot of baggage. She does. And people out there were saying we don't think that she is a very strong woman because she did not do anything about Bill and his, I guess, the extramarital stuff since the time they were married. It wasn't just one Monica Lewinsky. It was multiples going back to Arkansas, whatever. And I said that, I think that. But then this time, all I said was in a post, Trump's going to win. This is before Biden even announced he was going to run. But I said, Trump's going to win. Trump's going to win. If Trump runs once, he's going to win. Bam! I was taken off. I was given 2 weeks off. I got thrown in the Facebook jail. And I was wondering, what's going on? It used to be you could write, we're having an election. 2 people are going to run. It'd be like if I'm going to run a race and I'm going to run against some 19-year-old sprinter and we're going to run the 100-yard dash. And they say, we think the sprinter's going to win the 100-yard dash against David. You're out of there. You know, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. Don't forget to subscribe. Please win by subscribing. So anyway, that came out. So I did make a video about that. I think we all knew what was happening. I knew something was up. Why did this? I thought maybe they changed their algorithm. I didn't realize they actually had a team of people that are out there taking down content and blocking people for saying Trump's going to win. Or they might say, I don't think Build Back Better is very good. Or I don't think the economy is very good under Biden. And people are getting blocked for that. I asked the lady, what did she say one time? She said, all she said was that her rent went up, groceries are up by this, gas is up by this, and she's having a tough time making it. She wasn't asking people to donate money to her. She just said, wow, what's going on? It's really getting tough. And that's all she said 3 weeks into Facebook pokey. So anyway, what we're going to do today, we're going to make a video about making a roast beef sandwich. Now this roast beef sandwich is made with marinated roast beef. I marinated it myself. Now before you call the roast beef police and say that is ugly roast beef, it does look ugly right now. Some foods look kind of ugly before you make them. Some people say when you crack up an egg like that, it goes, it's gooey, and they don't like the looks of it, but they love an omelet. But this marinade I made it with And the reason it's going to look the way it's going to look, I'll show it to you, is because it's mustard-based marinade. It's not based on the marinades you are probably familiar with, which would be more like, you know, a barbecue sauce or ketchup, a tomato base with sugar, molasses, you know, brown sugar, white sugars, molasses, honey, all that kind of stuff. And since I'm a diabetic, and you may be as well, and I'm overweight, you may be as well, and maybe my cholesterol's not the way it should be, yours might not be either. We might all need to lose some weight and eat a little bit healthier. So I made this sandwich before, and I gave it to people, and they said it should be called the sandwich, or so. I'm not gonna call it the sandwich because I think it's called marinated roast beef, you know, low carb marinated roast beef sandwich, and it's gonna be really good. So I'm gonna make it, and you're gonna say it's ugly, and you know what? You're right. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I'm going to turn it around. I do need one more thing to show because of the bread we're going to be using, which is going to be this bread. It's a keto bread. So you may not need a keto or a low carb situation. You may only be in a situation where you need to reduce your calories. This channel is based on David lost 108 pounds. A lot of people think when they when they subscribe or when they watch my videos, I'd only be talking about, you know, I drank 16 ounces of water. I got my stuff together, drank another 16 ounces of water, and I walked, and I was able to lose, after I got rid of the water, I was able to lose 3 pounds. I don't have it. This channel's not showing me daily weighing myself and how much I weigh today, how much I weigh yesterday, and watch me lose weight. No, it's not about this. It's about from the head of our top of our head to the bottom of our feet. It's an all over healthy journey. My journey. What's your journey like? Please, right there in the comment section, tell me about your journey. Hey, David, my journey's going pretty good. You know, my journey is a weight loss journey, and I was able to lose 7 pounds in the last 16 weeks. That's good. That's a good amount of weight. So maybe you need to tell me that. Tell me, what do you want to see? So I'm going to go ahead and pause this. I'll burn out the bread after I pause, and I'll show you that too. So we're going to pause. Okay, here it is. This is the bread we're going to be using. Like I said before, whenever these breads go down in price, this one I only got for $1 off. I've gotten some others with $3 or $4, but you see it's $5. Just at grocery outlet, $5.99, so $6. So I got this now for $5, and I put it in the freezer, and then it works its way down into the refrigerator. And here is the information for that. We have 11 grams of carbs in here. Now with the dietary fiber is 10 grams dietary fiber. So they would say in a keto diet, which this is for the keto diet, that's 1 gram of carbs. It's 1 gram of net carbs. One gram of net carbs. But anyway, it's about this bread. So they would consider this a net carb 1 gram because 1 gram net. I usually count total carbs. So some people call it net carbs, and net carbs would be 1, total carbs would be 11. So if we went with 11 grams per slice, that's 22 grams right here. If we went with net carbs, it's 2. So let's go ahead and start it, and I'll show you why you're going to call the roast beef police. Here is what it looks like. Okay, see, it's very yellow, and it looks pretty gross, huh? It looks pretty gross, but it's gonna taste good. So let's go ahead and start it. Once we cook it, it's not gonna look gross. So we're gonna start again with butter. And once again, this is just butter, not butter with canola oil, because there's a lady out there named Butter Granny, and she told me I used the wrong butter. So we'll be using butter one more time. So we're going to move this around a little bit, and then we're going to open the bag. Now you can make this marinade directly in the bag if you like, or you can make it in a bowl and stir it up. Okay, so we're just going to drop it in there. And you're right, it looks gross. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's got some marinade left in here, so we'll go and put a little water, move it around a little bit, and then I'll show you what the marinade's all about. You can just pour that water in there if you want. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Now this marinade, it would be red, not yellow, if we had used ketchup, or if we used something like steak sauce, or if we use something like, so you can see there, that's how the roast beef looks without the marinade all over it. But it did marinate for 24 hours. And we're gonna move around a little bit so everybody gets some of the marinade on their sandwiches. Because if we leave it all together like that, it'd be marinade on the outside slice and none on the inside. So let's kind of move it around. Everything, it has been marinated. I'm gonna get a spoon and pour a little bit on top. I'll kind of turn it around. One thing about this roast beef, it is already cooked. So we're just gonna kind of heat it up here. Kind of, cook it a little bit. And we're gonna check to see how many slices are here. It's like 3 or 4 slices. And you can hear it starting to simmer. Usually when you do this, it'll start separating itself once it is open, once it's been going for a little while. So you might have to turn this down a little bit. It kind of almost makes like a soup with the marinade. Now this marinade and this oils that might come off of this, I'm not going to give it to the dog. You might have seen some videos earlier where I give the dog the bacon grease or the grease off of a hamburger. She can have that, but she can't really have this because of the fact this has ingredients that are considered either maybe not necessarily toxic, as in badly poisonous, where they're gonna no longer be with us. Are you allowed to say dead? Where they're gonna die? No, this is gonna be more like they're gonna get sick, and I don't really want to take my dog to the vet tonight, so we're not gonna do that. So to the marinade. This is what it was marinated with. All I do is I put in that plastic bag that you saw. You can make it in a dish, whatever. This dish is to put the roast beef after it's cooked. But what this has in it, and the reason it was yellow, see now it looks different, right? The reason it was yellow is because of the mustard. So this is what I put in that one. Now you can just change this to your taste. I put 3 tablespoons of this, which is extra virgin olive oil. This might be one of the companies that got sued, I don't know. Then we have balsamic vinegar. Then we have this minced onions. Now, when you cook it, if you want to add a little bit to it, you can maybe, like, I'll just do it just to show. You can also just take a little bit of like minced onion maybe and just put it in there to cook. It has regular yellow mustard, and it has pepper and minced garlic. That was all in the marinade. So we'll put a little bit more in there as it cooks and simmers. But that's all there's to it. The total carbs from this was this is zero. The marinade is 0 carbs. But if I'd used ketchup, or if I'd used some kind of marinara sauce or steak sauce, or maybe like a barbecue sauce, turn this down a little bit. Since the meat's already cooked, there's really no rule to how long to cook it, how long you want to cook, or if you want to. It smells really good. If you want to, you don't have to cook it at all. You can take it, you can marinate it, it'll be cold, and have a cold roast beef. We're just gonna make it a hot roast beef, yeah. So we're gonna move that around a little bit, and then we'll turn it. We'll kind of turn it and do the other side. Some of it's still hooked together, as in multiple pieces. Woo, it's hot. Yeah. So, I guess what I could have done was when it was cold before I plopped it in there, I guess I could have separated the each piece. But I didn't do that. So, yeah, I could have taken each piece of the roast beef and separate it from the other in the stack of roast beef. But I didn't do that because there's really no need to. This is just a sandwich we're making. We're not making it, it's a soup, or there's no real recipe to this. It's just what kind of a marinade. Someone's asked me about marinades that they had found, and every single one of them was high in carbs. She said one of them was like, the serving size was probably, I think she said 40 or 50 grams of carbs just in the marinade. And there's probably little to no fiber or anything to remove to get a low net carb. So that would probably be the carbs that they were showing on the nutritional information. That probably is going to be the total carbs. Will be also the net carbs. So she didn't want to do that. So she said, "What else can I do?" And that's where I came up with this. And people use mustard on their sandwiches, so people are like kind of surprised that this is a mustard-based marinade. And what I'm saying is, if you use mustard and all that on your food, why not marinate it overnight and get it all cooked in together? So give this maybe 1 or 2 more minutes on that side. Yeah. And then I'm going to put it on here, and we'll wipe out the pan a little bit, not too much, because we can use this sauce on our bread too, the marinade on our bread. I'll make 2 sandwiches, and I'm having a little coffee, last coffee of the night. Someone was asking me about the zippered bags. Some people call them Ziploc. Some people call them, just zipper bags. What I do with them is I turn them inside out, and I wash them out, and then I'll probably use them again once they're clean and dry. That way, it's not too bad for the environment that way. But yeah, so I don't know if you like doing that. You may want to just throw them away. The ones I'm using right now are from Grocery Outlet, and I think it was like $2.40 for 60 of those bags. But you can do things like, if you want to put, use it for your sandwiches or whatever. I mean, if it's, I don't think there's much of a problem with that being about low heat now. Just let it simmer a little bit. There's not much health concerns on that. I don't think. What do I know? But we're going to use some more butter here in a minute when we do our breads. And the bread can be at the same temperature. It's not like when we cook eggs, we have to reduce temperature. So we can just use the same pan, the same everything. It's no big deal. This meat will cook a little bit more when it goes onto the sandwich itself. Somebody says to them it's kind of like a really good panini. They would never imagine it was low carb, and they really liked it. So I'll take one more look, and I think we're good to go. I should put something beside the stove to put that on. Now they can clean up a little bit of a mess, but it's no big deal. Okay, right there, I've got a little spot. Put this back here, and then I'm going to turn this off just for a second. And add a little butter. Now this is just regular butter going on to keto bread, and it's going to be that marinade's going to cook onto it, so it's not going to be just like toast. We'll put all 4 breads in there, I guess. Yeah, then we'll put that, and then we'll add the cheese, let the cheese melt, and we'll flip them over, and then we'll assemble our sandwiches. Okay. And the cheese we're using, I'll take it out and show you. Put this down to low. Yeah, it's on. Let me show you the cheese. Well, there's the cheese, but the cheese, if I can find it. Oh, here it is. It's a company called Dutch Farms, and it's provolone cheese it's Wisconsin style, and it is from Chicago. It says to keep refrigerated, 0 grams of carbs, 60 grams of calories. I don't really know the total calories in this. I did look up the hamburger one that I made. Someone was asking me how many grams of, how many calories there was. And I did not know. Okay. We may not need any more butter. Put that on there. That on there. And this total time is taking me longer because I discussed some of the stuff. This could probably be made in, I don't know, maybe 6 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes. And then we'll put the other provolone on top. Like that. Then we'll put this bread over there. Like that. And then we're going to change this for a spatula. I probably didn't need the tongs. I probably could have done it without the tongs. But we're gonna go, I could probably just move it around with a big spoon or something. And we will move this with this. And so it's got 2 pieces. Each one has 2 pieces of provolone. And I don't know how many ounces the meat is. I don't know. I'm gonna put a little more butter just to make it a little more golden. And we'll put some butter on this side. And that'll be it. We'll just give them a couple turns here so they can get nice and brown on the outside, golden brown. You can see the cheese is melting there. It's funny when I put the videos on YouTube and they hear the water running, they think it's applause. They think the sound that it's picking up for the closed captioning is applause. Yeah, so as you see now, most of that marinade stuff is now either on the bread or in the sandwich. Now, did it look ugly? Yeah, it does look kind of ugly to begin with. But when they're done, the bread will be different kind of toasting because it's instead of the keto bread performs differently than non-keto bread. I don't know if that's the official term, but now that you know what came in the marinade, I'll put the marinade stuff away. This will be finishing up here in a minute. Also, I was going to say that when you do the oil and vinegar, you can also change to how much oil you like versus vinegar. The oil I'm using is olive oil. Some people like to use a different kind of oil, like some rare cooking oil. But for health reasons, and it tastes to me, it tastes pretty good. I don't know. I just use olive oil. And there they are. So we'll go and sear that side a little bit. You can see the cheese is melting out right there, the provolone. Now, provolone is like an Italian style cheese, as far as I know. You can use any kind of cheese you like. Some people like their sandwiches only made with like American cheese. You know, they want the cheddar to be more in a dish, some kind of a food. They don't want to use it as the cheese for making sandwiches. And there we go. You pull one and pull the other. So we could have salad, or whatever. You're real easy. Put some green mix or something like that, or just eat by itself. I always try to only do these at nighttime or lunchtime, because I want to make sure that I'm hungry and I can eat it as a meal, because I don't want to just add, even though it's only 2 net carbs, I don't want to add the carbs and the calories to something I'm not going to eat while I am, instead of being with a meal, So that's what it looks like. There's a sandwich. Let's go and turn this around. And there it is. And that is a marinated roast beef, low carb, very low carb, 20 grams total, 2 grams net. So I'm just put this down as just a low carb. But anyway, I hope you're having a great day, great night, whatever it is. It should be daytime, I guess, when you see this. I don't know where you are in the world. About here, it's going to be daytime. But if you like it, please try it down there. Comments. Don't forget, subscribe, like, and share. Thank you. Have a great day.